that we can grow our little family here on YouTube. Also, if you'd like more content from me, I do have a channel where I upload videos in Greek. I will put the link down below. You can also join and subscribe to that family over there as well. I would love it. Let's begin. Wreck-It Ralph. Every day, Ralph would come on screen in the video game Fix-It Felix Jr. as the bad guy and yell, "I'm gonna wreck it." Then he'd destroy everything. When he went to talk to bad guys from other games, he realized he didn't want to be bad anymore. He knew good guys got medals at the end of their games. If only he could win a medal, then he could become a good guy. Ralph returned home and saw the Nicelanders and Felix having fun without him. Ralph wanted to fit in, but everything he touched broke. No one wanted him around. As the arcade opened, a young girl came to play Fix-It Felix Jr., but something was wrong. The game started, but Ralph was missing. The Nicelanders thought he had gone to take over another arcade game like the infamous Turbo had. Felix went to bring him back. They were friends, after all. Ralph escaped into Game Central Station and snuck into Hero's Duty, where he could win a huge medal, and then he would be a good guy. Everything in this new game was big, dark, and high definition. Sergeant Calhoun, the leader of the team, warned him about the huge, dangerous cybugs everywhere. Ralph had to fight hard as he climbed up a tower to receive the medal. Finally, he saw the medal and knew his dream was about to come true. Ralph walked up to the podium and grabbed it. As the soldiers congratulated Ralph, Ralph tripped and fell, crushing some cybug eggs. This brought them to life. Ralph stumbled into the escape pod with one of the cybugs attached to his face. The escape pod flew through Game Central Station and crashed into yet a third game, Sugar Rush. Ralph tumbled and rolled into a candy cane tree. He looked for his medal and found it hanging on the tree near a little girl named Vanellope von Schweetz. Vanellope saw Ralph's medal and climbed up after it. She wanted it too. Vanellope yelled, "Race you to it." Ralph tried to catch up, but she was too fast. She swiped Ralph's medal as he fell into Candy Lake. Back in Hero's Duty, Felix and Calhoun had teamed up. Felix still needed to bring Ralph home, and Calhoun wanted to find the missing cybug. In Sugar Rush, a go-kart race was about to start. The Candy people looked on as the racers assembled, and King Candy, the ruler of Sugar Rush, announced that racers could now enter. Vanellope had been waiting for that moment. She brought over her card and used the medal to pay her fee. Vanellope had always dreamed of becoming a racer, and the medal was her chance. Candy-covered Ralph emerged from the stand searching for Vanellope. Vanellope, Vanellope. Ralph charged through the racers, but King Candy's guards caught him. While Vanellope darted away, King Candy questioned Ralph. Ralph knew he had to go get his medal back. He managed to escape. One of the main racers, Taffeta, and her lackeys chased after Vanellope and made fun of her for being unique. They called her a glitch, a mistake in the game's programming. They broke her cart apart, but Ralph came to the rescue, scaring the bullies away. Ralph and Vanellope escaped from them and ran into Diet Cola Mountain, Vanellope's home. Meanwhile, Felix and Calhoun made it to Sugar Rush. They searched for Ralph and the Cybug. Vanellope told Ralph she was a glitch, and Ralph knew he had to help Vanellope. They both wanted to be something more in their games. Vanellope wanted to give up. She'd never driven a real cart before, but Ralph wouldn't let her. He made her a racetrack, even though Vanellope was scared. She kept trying. With Ralph by her side, she finally raced around the track like a true expert. Vanellope was ready to compete. If she won the race, she would get a whole lot of coins, including Ralph's medal. She wanted to give Ralph back his medal, but first she ran home to get something. While she was gone, King Candy found Ralph and tricked him into believing Vanellope would ruin the game if she raced. Ralph thought he had to stop Vanellope from racing to save her. King Candy gave Ralph the Medal of Heroes and left. Vanellope came back with a homemade medal for Ralph. Ralph wanted to protect her from getting hurt, so he played the bad guy and wrecked the cart to save her. But Vanellope saw he had the Medal of Heroes and cried, "You sold me out." Ralph tried to explain that if the game was ever unplugged, she would be doomed because she was a glitch. Ralph returned to his home game with the medal. Nothing was the same. One of the Nicelanders told him the game was going offline, and Ralph ended up alone. As Ralph sat by himself, he saw Vanellope's image on the side of the Sugar Rush machine. He realized she was part of the game and not a glitch. Ralph returned to Sugar Rush and found out that King Candy had stolen Vanellope's computer code. If she ever crossed the finish line, she'd become an official racer again, and King Candy would be gone. But Vanellope and Felix were now in King Candy's dungeon. Meanwhile, Calhoun fell into a hidden Cybug hive. An invasion was coming. Ralph freed Felix from the dungeon so he can fix Vanellope's race cart. Then Ralph found Vanellope and apologized to her with the cart. She forgave him and was happy to be friends again. Quickly, Vanellope hurried to the track before the race was over. She glitched through turn after turn. Her win was in sight when the Cybugs broke through the track. While Vanellope and King Candy kept racing, the Cybugs multiplied and exploded out of the track, stopping the race. King Candy and Vanellope fought each other to get ahead. As they did, his secret was revealed. He was really Turbo, the game jumper. Vanellope glitched away as she approached the finish line. The ground exploded with Cybugs. As the residents of Sugar Rush hurried to escape from the Cybugs, Ralph tried to flee with Vanellope, but she couldn't leave the game. "No," Ralph said, "I'm not leaving you again." Calhoun shouted, "Without a beacon, we have no way to stop those bugs." Ralph wouldn't leave Vanellope behind. He had to save her. As Felix and Calhoun fought off Cybugs, Ralph got an idea. He would create his own beacon. Ralph ran to Diet Cola Mountain, pounding at the candy in hopes of making a beacon to attract and trap the Cybugs. Meanwhile, Turbo got swallowed by a Cybug, but it only turned Turbo into a powerful Cybug. Turbo stopped and attacked Ralph. Turbo was too strong for Ralph. Ralph looked down the mountain and sacrificed himself to save Vanellope, finally knowing the truth. "There's no one I'd rather be than me." Just in the nick of time, Vanellope glitched through the mountain wall and saved Ralph. eraser spewed out of the top of the mountain. The Cybugs flew toward the light of the beacon, and the bugs were destroyed, including Turbo. Vanellope crossed the finish line and reset the game, becoming the queen and a racer, and restoring everything with her. But she liked being able to glitch. It was her racing superpower. Ralph returned to his game and did not mind being the bad guy. He knew he didn't need a medal to be a good guy. The end. I'm not sure if you guys have watched this movie. It's actually really cute. And there's a part 2 called Ralph Breaks the Internet. That one was really good too. I love all the Disney movies that are out there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope I was able to help you relax. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you all